Good morning, guys. I'm back for the time being, anyway. This is going to be a little bit of a different show, only in that I don't have anything yet. I didn't even look at the card. It was a long night. Um, but something very intriguing happened last night. Not happened as much as uh, what I listened to. I never go into these MySpaces on X or that, not for any reason. I just don't. Um, and I just happened along this one popped up, and it was a tout related space. So I went in anonymously, and I'm just listening, and it was about this young girl. She calls herself the betting queen. So I'm fascinated now. I already know that there's nothing going on, but I have to listen anyway. It's like watching you pass a car wreck, you have to look. It's that type of thing. The guys running it did a great job. I don't remember their names, but they were really respectful, and the self restraint that they showed was fascinating. Now, this is a girl that clearly knows absolutely nothing about betting sports, not even the basics, nothing. And she clearly had somebody feeding her uh, info, what to say in the background, a boyfriend or whoever he was. But this is somebody that's down, admittedly, 300 units this year. This year, it's February. But of course, this is 6 months. So she's been tracking herself for 6 months, or somebody's been tracking her. She's down 300 units. Now, they ask the basic questions. Do you have an edge? No. She gives out 10 unit max this and bombs and rockets and a lot of the horse shit. And so they said, well, what portion of your bankroll do you risk on something like that? She said, about 50% of it. So she's just completely clueless. Um, then they asked her, well, do you have an edge on it? What do you think your edge is on this stuff? She said, nah. First, it was 3%. She wouldn't know how to figure out edge if you gave her the formula. She still couldn't do it. So what I'm thinking, and I think if you want to win without any effort, just give her whatever she wants and bet the other side, and you'll be weighing money. There is no way that this girl can ever win. It's an impossible. I don't care who's feeding her plays. Whoever's giving her plays, they're no good either. Of course, the 2 years prior, she was profitable. She doesn't know how much, but she was profitable. I'm listening to this, and I was entertained for a good 15 minutes. So I want to thank the guys that put that on, because it was well done, and your self restraint is amazing. If I would have went in there, she would have hung up the phone in 3 minutes. It would have been over if she lasted that long. Just out of sheer, because it's an insult to what I do and what anybody that does this, even semi seriously, does. It's a slap in the face. It's an insult. And for any of you guys that pay her, do yourself a favor. Here's a clue: she's not going to bang you ever. She's got a boyfriend. She's not that great. She's okay. She's young. She's okay looking. Um, But one of the guys mentioned her tweets. It's not her. She clearly doesn't have the IQ. I don't want to insult anybody, but it's not her writing these tweets. She might be typing them, but somebody's giving them to her. And I don't even think it's that. I think somebody's running her account. They are next level stuff. One guy called them a cipher, which makes sense to me. If you read her stuff, if you read her tweets, you'll see that this is not an amateur writing this stuff. But she knows absolutely nothing in regards to sports betting. And she's just one. There's thousands of these young women. This is the new OnlyFans. This is what it is. This is what it's become. Now they talked about there's um, apparently people on OnlyFans doing the same thing. I don't know I haven't looked, but they're probably, I guess they're naked, and they're giving out sports, games to bet on, and they're making fortune, a fortune. So this is where we're at. in the United States now. This is the new tout model. It's becoming female dominated. Guys, nobody, I mean, there's always going to be the guys that know nothing, but these women clearly, they can't even speak about elementary sports betting, and people are giving them money. I don't get it. It fascinated me. I was in for 15, 20 minutes, and I said, this can't be legit. It can't be. As soon as she opened the mouth, I got to know, like, who is this? Oh, this is the queen, the queen of what? Fascinating, fascinating. All right, enough about that. On another note, please be careful with these college games. I didn't look at every single result, but I can tell you overall, a huge percentage moves. I don't care what you're looking at, numbers, they are completely meaningless. Not that they're bad numbers. Numbers are numbers. Nobody puts a gun to your head and says, follow this number, don't follow, bet the other side. The results I'm seeing, most of the games, I'm not going to say every single one, most of them, the number's not even relative, not even remotely close. So just be careful with that. I think that's a dead issue this time of year. Yeah, and the beginning of the season, and I'm not saying on every game. There's clearly games that'll move that don't make sense at the moment that win. That's fine. But the results that I've seen over a large swath of games, just as a coin, these are coin flips, most of them. Uh, so I'm going to, just take some basic data that I have and see what kind of output I can get, because I'm not looking at numbers and shit. I got a number. You got a number that is meaningless now. Just it's meaningless in a wide majority, unless you just happen to get lucky and find that those one or two games where the number is in play. And this has nothing to do with second halves at all. Totally different beast. Totally different beast. So just keep that in mind and be careful. I will. I don't. There's no rush on my end to look at the card. I don't think it matters at this point to get in early, get in late. You could bet these at the close. You may do better. It's a 50-50. You may appear to do worse and it'll win. You may appear to do better and the opposite may happen. This is a funny time of year. This is not, early season where, I know the guys will talk about they got a 4 or 5 point move. There are no 4 or 5 point moves. Find me one. Find me one. But they need to be stroked once in a while. That they have, they're sad but true. But yeah, just check out that account, the Betting Queen, and you'll be fascinated. This is, if you want to run a tout thing, this is the right way to do it. I hate to say it, but if you want to get money from people and have no moral compass at all, no empathy, just don't care. You're just an empty shell. Read her tweets. That's next level stuff. That's the way it really should be done. And it's a sad day, man. Guys, please, if you're paying her, I don't know what to tell you. I don't really know what to tell you. You gotta make a change in your life, because she knows nothing. Absolutely. I could ask her basic questions. She would have no clue what I was even talking about. None. Basic stuff, probability. She doesn't even know what it means. I'm sure. Ask her if you don't believe me. She's kind of cute. I guess some guys would be attracted to her. You got to have something a little more than decent looks to intrigue me. And there's nothing there for me, even if I was of the age. So anyway, that's my Thursday morning. Not even a rant. It's just true. It entertained me for 15, 20 minutes. I couldn't turn it off. I could not turn it off. I was kind of sad when she said, I got to go, because she just ran out of bullshit to feed it. She had no answer for anything. Everything was, I can appreciate what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but as far as, combating that and saying, well, you're wrong, shouldn't, because there is no defense to that. There's no defense to stealing people's money. You know, now if I'm sure there's probably maybe guys that are probably as many that pay her and bet the other side. It makes sense, but it's still got to make you feel dirty because ugh. Just listen to one of her short little clips that she has on Twitter. You tell me if you'd sent her a quarter. Anyway, let me get to work. When I get a decent amount together, if I get to that point, I'll do another video and shoot them out. We'll talk about them. But right now, I'm gonna have finish my coffee, and that's it. I'll touch base with you all later. I hope you're all doing well. Have a great day, and we'll get some stuff out to you later. All right, guys. Take care.